Hi. I don't know if you can hear me. Hold on. Yes, hi. Welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the human trafficking. I'm going to try find. There's this young lady who survived human trafficking. So I'm going to let her do the talking in videos. I'm going to try and even if you hear her voice on her videos, that so that you can hear what she went through. I already put up a short video on human trafficking of a lady. She got human trafficked by her husband and her people as well. So I'm gonna show you this young lady. I think this is the one. Okay, let's go.
In certain places. I mentioned in a video that I posted earlier about some celebrities, and everyone is aware. Everyone is aware of what they do. The names that I mentioned, it's not new to anyone. I didn't say exactly what happened, but it's not a newsflash what they're capable of, what they do, and I know so many people know about it. There's a lot of child sex trafficking, a lot of torture, a lot of satanic rituals, a lot of things that go on in these tunnels. And right now, I'm exhausted. We have had the craziest situations in the last 2 weeks because we have been threatened nonstop. We had someone come into our house and ransack our house. We have had someone threaten. I've had someone threaten my mother. We have been threatened. And then we had.
So this is a very short one. She talks about a lot of names, famous names, a whole list of them, in fact. She talks about the tunnels. She talks about a lot of things that she went through. She talks about the situation that she went through. She has a YouTube on YouTube, I think it is, where she puts up her story of what happened to her. Now, many people have not heard of her name or they don't know her story. She's told her story of her surviving the human traffickers. Her and her mother is still not settled. Now they are literally in car living, basically. That's how they're going every single day. On the Instagram, she's constantly on the move because she can't settle nowhere. So she's telling her initial story of what's happened with her, and she's spreading the word. But obviously, whoever the high ups, whoever elite doesn't want the story spread. She's been on numerous radio shows. Some people know of her. I think I put her up on my Instagram before. So this is only a small bit of the story, really. You know, but yeah, she talks about a lot of stuff. I can't pronounce her name very well, so I won't even try to pronounce her name. But she is a very brave young lady. This young lady here, you see her here, sitting on the bed with her mum. Very brave, and I commend her because she escaped the human trafficking. Plus, the lady sitting beside her adopted her on top of it, and she was talking about how withdrawn she was and everything. But I think I'm gonna let you hear her talk a little more because she has a lot more to say. This is only a small bit. So yeah, I'm gonna flip to the YouTube streets. So we're gonna stop the screen. Hold on a minute. So we're gonna hear an account, a bit longer version of that video. What I just put up, that was just a short bit of the video, but this is the little bit that you'll hear. And she describes a lot of the things that went on while she was human trafficked. So give me a minute, please. Hold on.
This information I kind of kept to myself because I know that some people know about this but are not sure. Underground tunnels are very real. Underground life is real. So there are tunnels under the Getty LA Museum, and there are tunnels under the Buckingham Palace. That's not it, though. These tunnels run everywhere. Everywhere. There's means of transportation, there's oxygen, there's electricity, there's air, different air supply because you can't breathe. You choke in certain places. I mentioned in a video that I posted when I was really angry about some celebrities, and everyone is aware. Everyone is aware of what they do. The names that I mentioned, it's not new to anyone. I didn't say exactly what happened, but it's not a newsflash what they're capable of, what they do, and I know so many people know about it. There's a lot of child sex trafficking, a lot of torture, a lot of satanic rituals, a lot of things that go on in these tunnels. And right now, I'm exhausted. We have had the craziest situations in the last 2 weeks because we have been threatened nonstop. We had someone come into our house and ransack our house. We have had someone threaten. I've had someone threaten my mother. We have been threatened. And then we had a life insurance guy that was selling life insurance, but was trying to drop off a delivery that was okay to trespass on my property by my local police department because I started speaking out on the truth. We have had many situations, and it is all recorded, and we will continue to record them because we are in danger because we have started reporting these things. I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm upset because I'm sick of the lies, and I'm sick of being everybody's vault. There are more. There are millions of children that suffer through this sick industry every day. There are millions of children who are being sex trafficked. There are millions of children who are being put on the black market as we speak. There are many children who are being sold for adrenochrome purposes. There's so much under the ground. There is a whole life down there. There's whole cities down there. There's every means of transportation, including through the water. That's what's in the link that everybody keeps asking about. It wasn't a secret. I just felt like it was too dangerous to post. And it was true. And it was true. Because now it's been proven that people are coming after us and there's too many things that just don't add up, just like usual. This has been going on for a very long time. And I know it's been going on way before I was even a thought of. This is something that's been going on for decades. And it's going to take people standing up and interrupting their business and their industry and what they do and their schedule for them to get upset. It's going to take people standing up and being their voice and speaking out and doing something for the tortured souls. It's not about a political agenda. It's not red or blue. It's not because Black Lives Matter. It really shocks me because my Black life doesn't matter right now. After everything that I'm going through, my Black life doesn't matter until there's blood on somebody's hands. The real oppressed and the real problems right now is the slavery that is happening right now under everybody's feet and in plain sight all around. So we need a minute to focus on ourselves. We need a minute to find safety. We don't know what's going to happen because we have no one to help us. No one. It is me and my mom. We're going to go focus on us. And I just wanted to tell you guys what the link was about. And I'll tell you more, but I need a minute. I need a whole damn minute because I'm exhausted and I'm sick of the lies. It's too much. I have not ate in 3 days. We have not slept. We have been made to look crazy once again. I'm done. So thank you for listening. And that's the truth. That's my truth.
So as you can hear, she's told her story numerous of times, and people's been saying to her that how she's mad and all this. She has shown people coming to her house, literally coming to the house as they're sitting indoors, and it's questionable. Like people are after her. Sometimes they'll be driving and cars will be following her. She's been on radio shows, like I said. She's told her story. She's told her story many, many times. Why people are doubting her, you know. In I think it was somewhere in New York, they found underground tunnels where there's loads of children that was there. So how can she be wrong? You know, she's told her story several times. But anyways, I'm going to take you to her Instagram.
Money for trafficking survivors and trafficking related issues, other than posters and pictures that I've seen around.
And a hotline.
There's no help. There's no actual physical help.
And other survivors can attest to that. Other survivors, you can come forward and you can tell people and show people that you are a survivor. You know what I mean, that you have to just live your life and figure it the hell out because you know that coming forward makes this situation right here and makes this problem right here. We're not scared. We're just not stupid.
I have no fear of dying. I have absolutely zero fear of dying because I'm standing for the children. My fear is dying and the truth not being told.
Yeah.
The truth is the only thing that's going to save the kids, and it's the only thing that's going to make a difference, and it's the only thing that's going to right these wrongs.
I'm sick of the lies.
But you guys have to stand with me. We have to get this information out there. We have to start speaking. We have to start questioning. We have to start looking into these places that are corrupt, that are harming our children.
That are smoke and mirrors. Look into the places that are smoke and mirrors. Survivors, you can once again attest to that. How many times have you reached out for help and there's been none?
Survivors, you gotta speak up.
This is the time.
I know it's scary, and I don't blame you. I know the crap you go through. But we will continue to fight this fight. Please stand with us.
We'll be right back. There's nothing. We're not going anywhere. We just need a minute to
figure out a better way.
And we couldn't find that minute. And this past week that you guys have been watching, we
literally drove 6 days in a car, stopping only to go to the bathroom. We had packed a little bit of stuff in our ice chest, so we were eating lettuce wraps and a little bit of snacks that we had, but we kept rotating drivers, and we were moving for the last 6 days.
We've been leaving hotels not from the front door. As people are, I saw something about someone saying, well, if a hitman doesn't miss, you missed. And that's not the first time they've missed.
And that's not because we're so smart or we have so much technology. It's because of God, and it's because of your prayers. That's it. That's it. The fact that we're still standing is because of God only.
The first time we left from our hotel, we didn't leave the way we came in. The second time we left from our hotel, there was so much going on that we had to alert the hotel staff. The third time we left from our hotel, each time that we've been to a hotel, we have paid full blown for hotels and have only been there for a few hours. Not even. We didn't even get inside enough to take a shower. There's so much going on right now, but y'all should be asking the question of why is everyone attacking me? Why is the story something that is going everywhere if I'm not telling you something that's true? Why are we here right now? Why are you here right now? Why are you watching this? Because some of you don't even know me.
There's something that's resonating in your heart. You know stuff isn't right. You know things aren't adding up. You know the status quo
that there's a lot of questions.
Question those things. Break out of that old mindset and wipe the slate clean and start rethinking everything you thought you knew.
It's time, because
these children are waiting for us to come and get them.
There is no help. You've seen that. We did everything in our power. We took your suggestions. We called the police, even though we know that they're crooked. We did everything that we could to show you that there's no help, once again, because I was trying to tell you the truth. And telling you the truth that's this big makes things way bigger, because some people get a little bit pissy. And I don't care anymore. It needs to be out there. It's true. And someone needs to understand that the ground that you walk on is not the world that you think it is. So my mother mentioned a march in Washington, D.C., November 28th, I believe. I know it isn't Patriots will work it out.
This is an old one, by the way.
Chase will work it out to figure out what y'all need to do. We want to be there. We want to be back live with you guys. You guys are safety. But as of right now, we just wanted to make this pre-recorded video so you guys can know that we're safe, because we haven't even contacted our actual family. We're okay.
In the meantime, there are some movies you can look to that will help educate you. Silent Cry is a huge one. Detestable. Go check those out, because they have a lot of information in there. People have been telling you guys the truth, and I know it's hard to connect those dots on things.
It's a lot to take in doses.
But we're trying to do that because it's imperative. It's important. We don't have a lot of time to waste now. There's children waiting for us. There's children that need to be rescued.
We've been so patient with you.
There's been so many survivors that's been so patient with you 10 percenters, but as well as my amazing 90% squad. We've been so patient. So, as much as it is to take this information and to feel like I'm up all night, to feel like my anxiety is going, my stomach hurts, I can't think straight. Imagine how someone that is, while you've been watching this video, there's someone being tortured right now that has to not be able to say, hey, can I not take this torture this much tonight? Can I not be raped for this long tonight? How about I only have an hour of you dripping wax on my body tonight? We don't get that choice. A lot of survivors don't get that choice. So, and for you who are warning people, facade and who's not, there are millions of dollars set aside in grant money for trafficking survivors and trafficking related issues. Other than posters and pictures that I've seen around, and hotline, there's no help. There's no actual physical help. And other survivors can attest to that. Other survivors, you can come forward and you can tell people and show people that you are a survivor. You know what I mean, that you've had to.
I think I might let it replay, but hold on. There's another one. Where she's explaining. I wonder if I've got it. If we got it, if it would work.
1 second, okay? I'm gonna let everybody come in. Hey.
Always in transit.
Yeah,
Notice that.
buddy. Hey everyone, come on in. We're live on Facebook and on Instagram, especially on the really, really bad days. Every Sunday night, especially on the really, really bad days. And they're in your churches, they're in your hospitals, they're in the Planned Parenthoods, they're everywhere. They're under your nose. You think that this is not going on because it's in a third world country, but just little do you know what's going on right up under your nose, right next to you. So I want to live to be able to tell y'all the truth. That is what we are trying to do. But there are more survivors that are just like me, if not way worse off than me. So please, please, please stand up for them. If the internet does go down, like we are hearing from some people, please don't stop fighting for them.
If something happens to us, or if the internet goes down, don't just be like, oh, we really like them and that was sad. Just find new survivors. They're everywhere. They're all around you. Find them and stand for them. Or just stand for us.
Yes, please. So everybody, please go follow my parlor right now. At Allie's Army, ALLYSARMY. Please go follow that right now, and please go follow Risen Patriots while we're talking right now. I won't end this live until you go follow it. Everybody, please. I have 600 people on this live right now. I need y'all to share Risen Patriots, and I need y'all to share this is not a damn thing to do with Trump. This is nothing to do with the political side. It's humanity. It's crimes against humanity. So please go. All right, we're back on. 1 second, guys. Somebody said the Veritas machine is discrediting me. I will post my screenshots of the Veritas machine. I told you guys I have nothing to hide.
But once again, when you start discrediting each other, then you're taking away from the fact that children are still being tortured underground and nobody's doing anything while you're wasting time discrediting. So if you kind of make it a rule that anybody that you hear shit talk.
I think I have that one on a loop, I keep going on a loop. Anyways, yeah. So this young lady is putting her life out there, literally, to talk her survival story. She is on Instagram. and she's also on Telegram as well, and they have discussions about what happened. There's also, if I can find it as well, there's also, hopefully, there's also, I'm going to share the screen. And I know YouTube's going to try to cut this out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place myself over it, and then we're going to listen. Is it not going to play? Oh, it's taking long to play. It's one of those ones. Oh, that's annoying. That one is not playing for whatever reason. But anyway, as you can see, she's on that link. Yeah, let me show you her page. Let me show the page so you can see who she is or where she's at, or you can link her. This is her page. This is her page. Now, she's been doing this for quite a while. Hi, Real Talk TV. She's been doing this for quite a while. So therefore, she has a lot of information on these underground places. I was on the Telegram. They was talking, but they weren't really talking. I think they was talking about different things. So it was a bit mixed. But the only way to go onto the Telegram, I think is the only way you can go onto the Telegram is that you have to message her so you can get onto the Telegram. So her and her mother has been going through this, I don't even know, I'll say more than 2-3 years, could be more by now. So they're just wandering all over the place. I just looked up some of the information. They're trying to say that it's a scam. They haven't even got half the story down. She's done a video, like a small little story video on trafficking as well. She's done visual. So she has a lot of information. The names that she puts on the list is just astounding, out of this world, because right, we know that Epstein and others was involved in certain stuff, but the name she gives as well, is very shocking, I could say. Right, so people was there trying to say to her that she's wrong, and she's lying, she's mad, and this and that, because this young lady was a dancer. She was a choreograph. I can't say the word. She was a dancer anyway. She was a dancer. You see it on her Instagram, right? You see what she was doing before they took her, right? And according to the mother, she was very withdrawn. She didn't want her to touch her. I think those was the words of the adopted mother. So it's very severe. So this young lady is brave. I would say she's one of the bravest. There's been others that's come out. I remember when she first came out about it. Yes, because she's been it's about 3 years now, isn't it? Real talk. It's 3-4 years now. She's been on this now. So she's been on this a long time. This what she's doing. And to me, it's not just a crusade that she's doing. I think it's a bit bigger than that. Because if they're sending out people to kill her and her mother, she said there's been how much near misses already, and she is a very young girl. She's very articulate, she knows how to talk until, well, I mean, I seen one video where people was talking down to her so much. The way she talked to them, she didn't even get angry, you know. She calmly told them off, you know. So she articulates very well. I mean, if the other video was working, you can hear how she articulates with the interviewer, and she tells them tells them her story, and the way she describes it. Now, one of the things what she says about the ritual torture, I know there was another guy who done this to another child. I can't remember his name. I think it's Pastoria. I can't remember. It's one of those anyway. So to me, she's not. To me, it's not impossible, because you know they say that how people are fairy, you know that word, isn't it? They're conspiracy people, right? But this young lady, right, it's not impossible, because like for ages people have been talking about these underground and all this. And also what also confirmed it for me was a video that I saw of a child trafficker, and he was saying that how the children is used, how are they segregated to so much things is unreal. He goes into great detail. Is the detail is so bad. Me as a parent, I'm like, wow, I don't even want my daughter to go nowhere, to be honest. I'm just so like, the smallest one in particularly, I'm just like, wow, they are segregated to so much crap. No child should go through this. And I know there's loads of people campaigning or whatever the case may be, but my thing is, right, I just thought I highlight this young lady because she's spoken and she's still talking right now. She's talking right now. And obviously someone's not happy, or few people's not happy because she's talking out. So they're prepared to get rid of her in the process, like, as well. Now, all on IG, like I says, there's like, remember my friend who does the brilliant t-shirts. He had a picture of children in cages, literally. All right. So people have to have this visual to know what these children are going through. And I know lots of people know about this, but I just thought, like I said, I'm highlighting her. I haven't read no search on her, you know, because I heard about her on Facebook. That's how I buck up on this girl. So I would say, you know, she is a shero by herself. So however this pans out when she's told her story, I wish her all the best, really, because she can possibly do books. She can probably save about how many children in the long run. But let me see if I could find a recent one of her. Now, I don't want this to make be like she's a drama person, dramatic. Now, what this she's talking about here, I feel have no importance. So I'm most probably gonna cut this bit out. But you know, just follow her page. I'm just gonna take this video off because it's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. So this is the flyer of the human trafficking flyer, what she's put up, or what she's put up and what she's explaining is the price of the human trafficking industry, the price of organs harvesting, the victims, and 7 years is the life expenditure of for a sex trafficking victim. So she's obviously researched everything. So I'm not going to prolong this video because I think she's made the point for me, really. I don't need to put a cherry on it or nothing. One thing I will say is you can just follow her. I'll put the links in the description. She is literally all over the place on the YouTube. Ali is literally all over the place. All right. So I want right Xoodyssey as well. She's also on the Instagram Xoodyssey, and you can follow her and you can follow what she's doing and find out what she's doing, because you have to be very open-minded as well. I know a lot of people knows about this, what is going on, so I'm not saying everybody is blind to this situation, because in London at one point loads of children was missing. One boy actually escaped a child trafficking ring. He said that in the flat the children was doped up and tied up, he said. So like, to me, I'm just thinking to myself that how what she's talking is not that far-fetched, and actually that didn't actually convince me, because there's other stuff convinced me as well. I mean, I know it's always known that there was stuff happening, organs trafficking, etc., etc. So I'm not going to make this video long-winded. I'm not going to go into speech mode, because I don't need to go into speech mode. So I'm just gonna cut it right here, and please comment below. Follow this young lady. Just support her by following her. You don't think you have to give any donations. What I can see, you can follow the videos on YouTube. Look at the interviews, what she does, her mother, and her, what they're dealing with on a whole. So I'm not gonna prolong it. Like I said, I'm gonna come off, and so I'm just gonna come off because there's not a lot I can say really. I just thought I want to cover this because it's important, and this young lady needs to be known. A few people has covered her as well, but I feel that she is really putting her life on the line here, and I think we should send her some vibes, some positive vibes, so that she can do her work, so that she can bring forward justice for the children. So with that said, I'm gonna come off. Oh, and thank you, Real Talk and 504 for coming through. I'm sorry it's not very long today. I just thought I'd deal my backlog really, but this one is one of the biggest ones. I couldn't really go into a lot on it, but as you know about Real Talk, I think that's fine. So with that said, I'm gonna come off. Please have a good night, a good day. I sound down because every time I read about these things, it's very moving, either abuse or something. It just makes me sad, I think, inside. It makes me upset. And even though there's other things going on, right, and these things is going on children as well. It just saddens my heart. And yeah, that's what I can say really. So yeah, thank you for coming through, those who's come into the chat. Hopefully I can do a full build so that we can have a back and forth conversation. With that said, I'm gonna come off. So I'll see you. Bye.